Hey, good morning, Laura Stiles.
Hey, good morning.
We have one of my wife's favorite artists in the world and one of my favorite artists as well. Miguel is here.
Yay, Miguel.
What up, bro?
This is Ebro in the morning. Mine is Ebro. She's not here.
Yeah, it's just in the morning.
It's just in the morning.
No,
well, we
we're
are
here.
No, we are in the morning.
Shut up.
The show's called Ebro in the morning. We're the morning. You know, there's the weekend. We're the morning. So Miguel, fresh off of the Met Gala last night.
Yeah.
How was the Met Gala?
Is it too obvious? Yeah.
Wait, with the glasses on?
Oh man. Can you tell by my voice?
You seem together. Was it a hard partying night?
It was not a hard. It was easy to party.
It was.
Yeah, I doubt you had trouble
easy.
partying.
Yeah.
First of all, you look super cute in your red suit. It was awesome.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
super
guys,
cute.
don't ever say that
That's
again to a
not-
guy,
that's not
please.
good.
We don't
Sexy.
take that.
You look
like, it's
really-
a-
you look
thank
really
you.
sexy
See,
and
I
handsome.
I thank you very
Boom.
much.
Okay, there you go.
You need
Clean
sexy
up.
handsome guys.
You ever,
By the way,
a girl
Miguel,
ever tell you look cute? I'm like, or that something is cute. You're like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not trying to be a
sexy
baby.
and
Like,
handsome.
yeah.
Sorry, Miguel.
Hey Miguel, listen. When you're you get to be picky about those things. I'll take cute.
Yeah. Would you get mad if I compete with you?
No, I'd be like, really? Thanks. So
I just feel like someone wants to pinch your cheeks when they do it. Like, you look so cute. I'm like, what
you're
is
like,
that?
don't pinch my cheeks.
Yeah, please don't.
That's not what I was going for.
Laura Stiles, what was his lovely lady wearing last night?
You know, I didn't see what your girl was wearing because when I was scrolling through all the pictures, I just saw pictures of him. Yeah, what was your girl wearing?
She's working. She's back in LA working.
Oh, she wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
Tell
she'll,
me-
she'll definitely be there next year.
Can you tell me? So, did you see Beyonce?
Yes, I did.
How was that naked dress in person?
You know what? I didn't really catch it because it was kind of obstructed by the other people that were there. But yeah,
Okay,
I caught like the texture and the light, like the light was shimmering off of it, but I didn't catch it.
Now tell what's this event like? What is, for a regular person who's never gonna get to go to the Met Gala, what kind of event is it? Like you said, that is it so big that you don't see Beyonce again? Like tell us what the scene is like when you actually get inside.
It's essentially, I mean, it's just a lot of people in really nice clothes,
Okay.
most of which who do something.
Okay.
You're not gonna talk to everyone,
Right.
but the people you talk to are probably have like something interesting about them, and are pretty interesting people. You know what I'm saying?
And
So it's a good time.
are people dancing, or is it just milling about?
I mean, essentially, it's also like there's a lot of like I hate to be not negative. This isn't negative, but this is honest.
Okay.
This is what
Keep
you're
it real.
asking. There's a bit of elitist. You know what I mean? There's
Of
a little.
course.
I mean, but you can expect that from people who know a lot about something. You know what I'm saying?
And this being the fashion art, this is a huge art world event.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah. But it's a really, honestly, on some, just in general, it's probably one of my favorite events because when you get past that and you don't let that energy like affect you, the rest is all good because it's just people who know something about something. So at least the conversation is gonna be quality. You know?
After people get a couple drinks and they start loosening up, I bet you it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Now, are there tables at the Met Gala?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you have like assigned seats?
Everyone stands and eats, and yeah.
Well, listen, I've only been to one. I think I've only been to one gala in my life that had the gala title in it.
Okay, is this for the North Shore?
The
Animal League?
North Shore Animal League Gala. It was the only gala I've ever been to, and it was also weird because I emceed it. But yes, there were like assigned seats at tables, and you would sit at the table, and
Yeah.
then there would be a dancing portion of the evening. It's sort of like a wedding adjacent.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it the same thing? Is it the same kind of vibe?
Yeah, tables. Not so much dancing.
Not really dancing. Schmoozing. Just schmoozing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just conversation. Yeah, meeting new people.
Do people talk? Does anyone get up and say anything?
You know what? The past couple years, there were moments where there was like an actual someone came up and spoke about the event and what they were accomplishing and whatnot. But
Did you try to hide under Rihanna's dress at any point?
nah. But it was beautiful. I didn't catch it when she walked the red carpet.
That's because she had
But I saw a
4
photo of
handlers.
it. It was amazing.
Yes, it's the craziest
Amazing.
thing. See, but that's what I'm trying to understand about the event, Miguel. The event is so big that once you're inside, you might not even see her 40-foot dress.
No, I think she probably lost the train. I mean, there's no way she could. She probably went backstage to prep. She performed last night as well. So that's what normally like the last couple years it would be you come in, you have drinks first, then you sit, you eat, you have dinner, you talk to the people at your table, and then
Who was at your
someone
table,
speaks.
Miguel? Anyone
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I was sitting with Michael Kors' table, so it was amazing. Michael's amazing, by the way.
as a person?
Man,
What designer were you wearing?
Michael Kors.
Okay.
Whoa. Laura, I will.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
He was invited by Michael Kors.
I didn't know he was invited by Michael Kors.
He just said that.
He said he was sitting with Michael Kors.
No, he said he went with Michael Kors.
Sorry. sorry, I missed that.
He was Team Michael Kors last night.
All right,
okay?
let's go back.
Super cool, man. Like honestly,
How old is Michael Kors?
I'm sorry.
How old is he? Roughly.
I can't tell.
You can't tell. Like
I can't tell. He's got a young spirit though.
Okay.
And really, really, really nice. Elizabeth. Oh, I can't think of her last name.
Actress?
Yes, actress, producer, and director. Actually, she directed. What is that called? Pitch Perfect.
She directed
and produced it.
Okay.
And that's on the way. Shout out to Elizabeth. I can't think of your last name.
Well, that's because you just talked to her as a person. You weren't doing it to try to get some information out of her. You were just chatting it up with Elizabeth.
No, it was. She's really, really cool and so witty. I love that. I love that.
Do all these people in this world know who you are? Like, know what you do? Or do they just think you're a cool dude and guess that you do something important?
I think they put it together. Last night they did. But the people who don't, it's more kind of like they put it together after we have a conversation a little bit, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Banks?
Yes.
Boom.
Yes. Can you tell me she's bad?
Yeah, she's dope.
So let's do a little album talk, yes?
No, I'm still I'm still
Why?
very interested in this whole world that Miguel gets to operate in.
It's amazing. I'm not even gonna front.
He's upset because he didn't get invited.
No, I
you know
got
why
invited. I
it's
didn't wanna
amazing
go.
though, really, Rosenberg, is because I grew up in San Pedro, California.
Talk about it.
Inglewood, California. Like those two cities, like I'm not supposed to be at the Met Gala. You know what I mean? Like based on the way that we're raised. Like
I know you're not. I called him and said, I was like, Miguel's
He's not supposed to be there.
I want to be there, not Miguel.
It's just things like that makes those moments for me just kind of really surreal, because I'm sitting 2 people away from Michael Kors and we're just having conversation. He's telling me stories about like past Met Galas and crazy things that happen, and Elizabeth's across the table and she's telling me about the things that she's been working on or whatever, and the personality. I don't know. It's just the whole mix up of everything is just really dope, man.
And to be honest, it's not often that someone gets to the position you're in and doesn't compromise and at some point start making like somewhat shitty music. Like you've been making just your music. Like you have made, like Adorn. You might not pick out Adorn as being a song that sounded like anything else, and it became a hit. It just that didn't fit in with a particular time. Like it wasn't the producer of the moment,
right? It
wasn't
the
song.
Sound of the time or
No.
anything like that. Thank you very much.
It sounds like a kind of vintage, just classic song that'll stand alone. We won't remember what year Adorn came out. We'll just be like, oh, that's that shit right there. It's a different.
It's true.
That's love. That's love.
very, very cool.
Thank you.
And now also you have an interesting experience because you've been with your lady for a long time.
Yeah.
Have you guys been together straight through the entire time?
No, we're human beings, and we met at such a young age that we've kind of been we've grown as human beings. As I've grown as a man, she's grown as a woman, and into a man, she's grown into a woman. You know what I'm saying?
How long have you guys been together?
It's 9 coming on 10 years now.
Wow.
Me too.
But,
Me and my wife too.
We don't count the breaks. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It sounds like, but we've had breaks in between, and we've broken up.
So you had breakups in the middle, but overall, it's 9 going on 10 years you've been dealing with each other, as they say.
Essentially.
I mean,
yeah.
you're basically married.
We've stayed in each other's lives for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
And are you engaged now, or are you just still
Not
together?
yet. No.
What's the thing that will? What's the difference between where you're at now and just making that move for engagement? Why not yet?
I think it's more about working. The thing is you got to know who you are as a person first of all, and I think I've come so far as a man, and I'm just starting to be like feel solid where I could be like, you know what, I can hold this down legitimately. Like I think now people throw things around like marriage, things like I just wasn't raised like that. So for people, like I don't feel the pressure because I know that when I commit, I really commit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just thrown around because it's so easy to break up. And I'm not that kind of person, I'm just not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that to her, and that's not how I was raised. I just don't feel like that would be honorable.
So she's never pressured you at all?
I mean, I think because of society and how people view everything and how everything is just so like run of the mill and very like what is that called? Like it's just like everything is like fast food. So it's just like fast food. It's like, okay, you want to get married? Cool, get married. You want to get divorced? Get divorced. It's like there's no thought or substance behind it. I think the pressure comes from outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it just people are like, well, why not?
Well, that's what society dictates.
Exactly.
But you know what? One thing I will say from a fan standpoint, just looking at the chemistry between you two. And just as a fan, I think that, like me personally, I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it makes me really happy, like when to still see you guys together. You can tell you guys have like a solid friendship.
Yeah.
And I just think it's beautiful.
I think more than anything, that's the most important. But I'm a very like, I really am wild-hearted. Like, I'm wild at heart.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean exactly?
That just means that I follow my instincts. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this album was about. You know, and I think she's learned that, you know, and she's had to adjust, had to learn and how to, and also embrace, and I love her more for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Does that mean at any given moment Miguel might tear something down out of the blue?
What does tear something down? Can we be
oh, you know what I'm talking about, Miguel. Slay a dragon, if you will. If you're out there and you see a situation that must be tamed, sometimes Miguel has to just.
I just know I'm wild at heart, man.
Okay,
We'll just leave it at that.
I'll take that for what it is. I hope my girl accepts the fact that I'm wild at heart.
Hey, I think I read somewhere that you were working with Premier on your album. Is that true?
We did. We actually did get to work, and Premier is like a hero. You know what I mean? He's a musical mentor. Growing up, listening, you know, he's a huge part of my upbringing as a musician, and we did get to work for this album. Unfortunately, the song didn't make the album.
No.
Yeah.
So what do you do with that?
Yeah.
So is that something that could maybe just be leaked out to the streets?
I mean, it just might be. You never know.
We don't know, Rosenberg.
Did you guys have any interaction previously to that, or did I make that up?
Primo?
Yeah. Or did y'all just knew each other? Y'all were just cool?
We may have like shook hands a couple times, but not like had a conversation or anything like that.
So how does that happen when someone gets in the studio with someone who's like an idol and you make a record and ends up not making the album? What is the process of that? Is it just that you ended up as the album goes on, you're like, damn, I love this song, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the album?
That happened in the last album. I did a couple records with Pharrell, and it was like, man, I love, like, Pharrell's like a huge part of my upbringing musically. He's just he made it okay to be rock and roll and soulful. You know what I'm saying? You are on one side as Tyler the Creator is on another side, like spawn of Pharrell to a certain extent. Man.
Like that's how important I think Pharrell is.
Yeah, big time.
So you do that with this guy who's obviously an icon and someone you look up to, and it doesn't make the album.
Yeah,
is that a weird situation?
Oh man, it's definitely weird. But at the same time, the awesome thing is that them as artists will understand that when something doesn't fit in the grand scheme, you know what I mean? It's like the ego, you lose the ego because it's about the music.
Did the songs that you do with Pharrell end up somewhere else or no?
No.
So funny.
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly. Well, it's so funny.
They need to. Pharrell, you need to put one of these songs in one of your movies.
Yeah, how about that?
Come on, big bro.
So I mean, so Premier, who did make the album? What producers are on the album? Is it anyone we know, or is it just a variety of people you work with?
It's mostly the same. It's like the same. Like the usual suspects.
Your guys.
You know? Yeah.
What about features? Other artists?
I'm not gonna talk about features.
Come on now.
Come on, Miguel.
Yeah.
I mean, the first album, the J. Cole record, was such a big part of the beginning of it.
Yeah. That was a great moment, man. That was a great moment, and it really started. It started on the East Coast for me. So I have it. Thinking about the first album, I automatically think of New York. I think of just the East Coast and how much love I got here, because it's weird for an artist. Normally it doesn't start. It happens one of two ways. Either it starts in your hometown and you build a really big following in your hometown, and then it just grows and it's crazy, or it starts somewhere completely different and it takes years for your hometown to really embrace you like that. And New York embraced me, East Coast embraced me, my music, way before home did, and I kind of had to prove, it's just different.
It happens different for everyone.
Different, yeah, it's different, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that because it prepared me for the journey,
How is hometown now when you go home?
Oh, hometown, that's like my city.
It's love now.
Yeah, that's my city.
That's amazing, right? To perform in your city and just have like all this amazing energy and people just really adore you. Like
it's like when you get off the plane in LA, Laura.
Oh well, it's quiet for me.
People aren't waiting for you every time you go home to LA.
Yeah, except my mom.
Laura, come here. Ven aquí, Laura.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So okay, I'm trying to see what other. I'm trying to get him to share some special things that he has going on, but he's being really like candid.
Is there anything else going on with the album that's interesting that you can tell us about? That's something people can look forward to.
Well, I definitely did. Visually, I wanted to do something different for this album, so everyone can look forward to something really special visually for the music on this album. I think the last album, and I didn't really get to really flesh out the visuals the way that I really wanted to. And as great as the visuals may have been to the fans, I just really wanted to step it up this time, and the visuals take the music to a whole other level, and to give you another level of appreciation for the music, you know, and just amplify it. And so this time we're doing something really special. I can't wait to show it to everyone.
Some sort of major visual. And does that mean nudity related to this album? Maybe the women will get to see a full frontal Miguel.
Oh gosh.
With an album titled Wild Heart, I don't know.
See, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
What about acting? Is acting something that's in the plans for you?
You know, it's so crazy how I'm gonna answer that question with saying it's crazy how I think of this answer, this question posed to me 2 years ago. I would have been like, you know, I'm not really, I'm a musician at heart, and I'm not really, and the truth is I am a musician at heart, but I have a different level of appreciation for acting now, working on the visuals for this album, because I knew what I wanted it to feel like. And that's what acting really conveys. It's the feeling that it's real. And being in the moment for creating the visuals for the album has made me open-minded, way more open-minded to wanting to act.
Because you felt like
seriously though,
because you felt like you were playing something.
Because it's another form of expression. Like, I create music because I want people to feel something. And I love films because the films I love, like, there's been times when I've been in a movie and something will happen and I have to hold the tear. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's real and you feel it, and I'm not afraid to say that because that's what art is supposed to do.
If it's good.
So
yeah, it's supposed to trigger emotion.
So I'm open to it because I want to do that. The same way I do it for music, I want to do that in everything. So if acting is another form of expression where I can do that, I think that's what I'm put on this earth to do. That's something I'm open to exploring. Yeah. So it's definitely like something I'm like keenly interested in now.
Now it's called Coffee parentheses fucking.
No,
that's not true?
The title is just Coffee, but I did a version of the song with Wale, and you know that's my man.
That's your guy. You guys have hits together.
Man,
you guys have made bread together.
Can I tell you, honestly, Wale is probably the best A&R artist I've ever met.
What do you mean? Like, he can actually pick out records for you and be like,
oh my gosh. Like Wale should be an executive aside from being a musician.
Oh my God, the poor people who work for Wale.
I feel like that's in his cards. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he'll be like an amazing CEO of a company and it'll be like some amazing creative company that like puts out great music because his ears.
I agree. He has a fantastic ear.
His ear is crazy.
Was he a big part of the like Lotus Flower Rob, for example, records like that?
Oh, that was all him.
He kind of organized that.
That was him, 100%.
And you just
at the time,
along.
let's just be real. At the time, no one was really. I mean, they knew my records,
right.
But it wasn't like Miguel is. You know, it was.
How did you guys link up?
How did I meet Wale? I'm trying to think. You remember? I think he reached out on Twitter.
Something like that?
Yeah.
It's so cool, right? When we hear stories like that, he just DM me.
Yeah, and that's the beginning of it. Now you guys have multiple records together. What's it like when you're playing a show? I imagine when the crowd hears you going into Lotus Flower Rob, they go ballistic.
Oh yeah, and they love to sing all the vowels. They love to sing that. It's amazing. It's dope. It's dope.
What do you do with Wale's part?
I'm teaching you and me. It's amazing. Phonetics right now.
What do you do with Wale's part on that song? Do you do it, or you let the crowd do it, or do you play his verse, or do you not do anything? You just do the hook. How do you do that?
Truth be told, I'm not gonna even try and rap ever. Like, you know, I'm not gonna try and do that. I'm not gonna play myself. But I do let them do it sometimes, and sometimes we just don't do it. Just because it just wouldn't do it justice.
Because he does have a verse in that. I forget which verse it is, but like little vodka, whatever. Like he has lines that are
little
easy
vodka,
to remember.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's stuff the crowd knows. Is hands down the biggest record you play Adorn?
You know what? Traveling, it's crazy because Drinks and Adorn and Sure Thing kind of tie. It's crazy.
Drinks is pretty big.
I had no idea.
That one crept up.
One of my favorite
we were in
Dubai,
records, and they were like, they all knew the record. Like, Drinks came on and they went crazy.
And by the way, Drinks, you're such a nice guy, and Drinks is so your scumbag song of all time.
All guys, we all have a little scumbag.
You know, I don't remember what show I was at, but when you did Do You,
I'm just a lot of trouble. And the thing is, I just say it. So, I mean, I don't feel bad about
that's like
it.
his disclaimer. But when you did Do You, the girls were going nuts. Like, it's so crazy because that's like, you know, it's not one of his like major hits. But I was at, I don't remember what show. It was some show in Brooklyn, and everybody was like, and I was like, wow.
I can't remember if that's the one. Is that a dirty one?
Do you like drugs?
Yeah, drugs.
Sexy.
Oh, I think that's the one. Maybe that's the one my wife likes. She likes some inappropriate song on here.
Cool. A lot of my songs are inappropriate.
Have you ever done the national anthem before? I'm guessing you have, Miguel.
No.
Never?
Never.
Did you get a chance to check out Jamie Foxx's performance?
I didn't.
You have not seen it?
I didn't.
Are you lying? You're lying.
I promise you.
Let's play something very relevant right now to the people.
Here we go.
National Anthem of the United States. To lead us, please welcome to the microphone the multi-talented entertainment superstar, Jamie Foxx.
Oregon's an interesting choice.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming?
I was almost. I like that part.
Rise and bright stars.
Well,
Maybe he's just had a rough night the night before.
Or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly.
You know what? I don't know why he did it with the organ like that.
That's the part that bothers
It's a
you.
rendition. The thing is, it's not wrong, but
it just makes it hard. It feels like it just
makes it really.
I think it makes it difficult.
The way they're playing.
Why have you never done it at an event? I'm sure you've been asked to. Is there a reason you haven't done it?
To be honest, I don't think I'll ever sing the national anthem.
Why?
I don't think I'll ever. I mean, I'm actually positive I won't ever sing.
Why?
The national anthem. It's probably I just. I just
Miguel, listen, I'm not the hardest interviewer. In fact, I'm very nice. I really let everything go. Can you please at least explain that, though? Like, is it because of that?
Did you just see what just happened right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
You just don't like the idea of people sitting there looking at you and waiting to see if you're gonna fuck it up.
Like
That's essentially what the national anthem is.
Like praying. They're gonna. It's like every artist, like,
God.
please mess this up, because that's the moment when an artist will really mess it up, and it's
just too much.
Yeah,
And I gotta tell you,
So it's just because of the pressure.
I mean, it's not so much the pressure. It's just like I don't really care that much. You know what I'm saying?
It's not worth it.
It's not.
The risk versus the reward doesn't add up.
It's just, okay, I'm gonna go sing the national anthem. Like, it's gonna take 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and possibly it's just not. If it's not great, it's not worth mentioning. Mm-hmm. And the chances are it's probably gonna not be great. It'll be good at best, but. Name me an artist that's killed the national anthem. How about
Houston.
Whitney Houston.
There's only one, and everyone says the one. That's it. That's it. And no one's ever topping her.
Who's gonna try exactly? So I'm cool. I'm gonna leave it like
That's
Whitney.
a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
No one is like, who did a really great one? Everyone in the room will be like, Whitney Houston.
There you go.
And then after that, it's like, anyone else? Nah, that's pretty much it.
It's not worth mentioning. It's like, good. It's like, okay, cool. Whatever.
Cool. This is a little random, but have they asked you to be a guest on Empire?
Not officially, no.
Not officially.
No.
Is that something you would do though?
I'm definitely I'm into the show.
Oh, you watch it?
Yeah, you're a fan?
Nas is like, you have to. She was like, you have to watch this show, and
Nas is his girl.
yeah. I think it was like the
not
second or third. Yeah, not
Not Nasty Nas.
No, not Illmatic. No. Shout out to Nas though. That's why. But I think it was like third episode in, and I only know this because then I had to go back and watch the ones I had missed. But she was like, you have to watch the show, and the moment I watched the first whatever episode I watched it was like I was hooked. It's a great show.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's very entertaining. And I mean, they got. Do you know this? Do you know that on the finale of Empire, 70% of all Black Americans watching television were watching Empire. 70%.
70.
And a shitload of white people watching too, but 70% of Black Americans were watching that finale. That is an incredible reach. I mean, it's insane how they do that show. What other shows do you guys watch? I'm
so glad you just brought that up though, because that's a great platform.
It's iconic.
There's a lot going on where that platform could be used. 70% of Black America watching.
Yep. Who had their television on?
Shout out to Lee Daniels.
That's it.
Big shout out to Lee Daniels.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't. Honestly, I'm not really big into. I'm into film. I watch movies all the time and documentaries all the time.
Really?
And I'll wait, if anything, to catch a series normally on like Netflix
on Netflix or whatever.
Whereas I can just watch it and just like binge out on a whole weekend or whatever.
See, it's funny because I think it's quiet for film right now, and all I do is watch TV.
It is really quiet for film. What's up with that?
It's because there's too much. This is the golden age of television, in my opinion. This is it. This is the best television has ever been. I mean, you have one series after another that seems to come on TV. I mean, some are ending now.
Right.
You have Mad Men ending in 3 weeks, but Game of Thrones is huge, and you Breaking Bad was huge.
It was amazing. Yeah, Boardwalk Empire was awesome.
Was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was once The Wire. It was like The Wire, right? It was like that kind of kicked it off.
The Wire. Okay, if you really want to look all the way back, some would argue that the beginning of the TV era was Oz. Oz on HBO kind of set off like Oz, Sopranos, and The Wire were really like, this is TV. It could be a whole different thing than it's ever been. And then they kept coming after that. Then they did 6 Feet Under, which was amazing. And then Showtime comes with Dexter. And then like before you know it, now
Dexter
the networks are all jumping in. And
Dexter
now it's
dope.
Now this is why I think it's the golden age.
All right, do you guys, are you into the Royals? Are you into that one?
I have not watched the Royals.
I haven't either. I don't know why. I don't want to watch that show.
What channel is it on?
I don't know. What is it?
But why do you bring it up? Does your girl watch it? Somebody you know?
No, because they made it this big thing because it was based on like Dynasty, right?
Oh, got it. I wouldn't have wanted to watch Dynasty either.
I'm only asking because we're talking about television and series and just that's kind of like Dynasty is like a big thing. Like it was a huge thing in the 80s.
Oh, it's on E, the Royals Network.
I'm actually asking because I'm like, is it good? I don't know.
You're not gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch. Okay, if you're gonna watch one show,
if someone honestly, if you were like the show is crazy, I would probably watch it like over a weekend and catch like a few.
Do that with House of Cards, bro.
Word. Yeah.
House of Cards.
That's the one.
Shit. I think it's the one.
Love House of Cards.
I think if you have to choose one,
that's not with Scandals with Kerry Washington.
No, House of Cards with Kevin Spacey.
Shout out to Kerry Washington.
Did she look good last night?
Oh, you see? Boom. He thought she looked amazing.
I didn't like the front of her dress.
I thought she looked amazing too. He was like, I didn't like the front of her dress.
I don't know anything about dresses though. I'm not going to sit here and try to purport like I'm the guy who has fashion sense. This is Miguel. He dresses well.
She could wear sackcloth. I don't care.
See? So he buys. He wasn't even looking at her dress. Did you? Was there anyone else who you found very striking last night? You were like, oh, shh.
Rita looked great last night. Who else looked good? Who should I talk to? Elizabeth just looked amazing. I mean, she was just right at the table, so I can't.
I mean, that was right there for you.
Yeah.
Was your girl jealous? Not of her, but of missing the event.
No, she's busy, so she's not.
What does she have going on? Is she like signed to a major modeling agency or something?
She is Wilhelmina.
She's signed to Wilhelmina. Okay.
Yeah. But
she's doing other stuff too. I can tell by your smile. There's other things happening for her.
Yeah, we shot her video for her music.
Oh, so there's music coming.
Yeah.
Has she been singing for a long time?
She's always sang.
Oh, always. So always. Y'all always been messing around.
She sang before we met. She had been like she was on the first episode of what
Idol, The Voice.
Yes, Idol.
Oh no way, really?
Yeah.
She's on the first season.
The only reason like she had made like the cuts or whatever, they had to like remove her because she was too young.
Wow, really?
Wow, I never knew that.
So she's always been a singer. So will you guys do a cover of I Don't Know Much by Linda Ronstadt and Aaron Neville?
Of Where's the Love? Or of No.
How involved are you in her music career? Do you just let her rock and let her build her own and grow?
It's her thing. I signed her to my label, Art Dealer Chic. So essentially I'm involved, but it's really her creative vision. You know what I'm saying? I'm just there for quality control to make sure that everything is cool and no one does anything stupid.
You know who you need to bring in? Wale.
You
need to let Wale hear this album.
That's a great idea.
I mean, listen, I'm just listening to what you told me.
That's actually really good.
All right, so tell the people one more time. We'll let you get up out of here, but when's the album coming?
The album is June 30th. It's called Wild Heart.
And this is Miguel's third album.
And we have special visuals. Short films? Or like just amazing videos.
One movie? Are you gonna go
What's
like
happening?
Are you gonna pull like a Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal situation?
No.
Or is it gonna be like Beyonce, like a video for every single song, a visual album?
It's so crazy now these days. Like you have to try and find something that someone else hasn't done already.
I know it's very
so
hard.
it's definitely not going to be Purple Rain or you know what I mean. Like you said, Smooth Criminal. That was Moonwalker rather.
Moonwalker. Yes. Sorry, apologies.
Right.
It had a video. It had a video game too. I mean, let's be
it
real.
did, and it was killer.
The video game was fun.
That video, I used to play that game in Pizza Hut all the time.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
That game was ringing up,
And he would just be like, "Whoo!" every time he like kicked your ass. Right?
Yo, I want to create a meme. I want to create a meme for the world that every time someone does something that's like a big deal in music, there's a meme of Michael just shitting on them. Because like everything he did was 100 times bigger.
He's still better.
He's still better. What did you do? Oh, that was such a big deal. Oh my God. Well, when Michael dropped your new video's on a blog?
Yeah.
That's so nice because when Michael dropped a video, they made it a primetime special on
Yeah.
network television.
Really?
Literally.
Primetime TV. It was like it was like a Fox thing. Like, it would be like
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
On
Really?
a Thursday. No, I remember.
It was in TV Guide. Like prepare. Everyone would like straight up.
So everything you're doing
does
is
TV
small.
Guide
I
still
forgot
exist?
about TV Guide.
It's quiet for TV Guide. It's quiet for TV Guide. Right now.
R.I.P. TV Guide.
Hey, Miguel, thank you for stopping by, bro.
Thanks,
Salud,
Miguel.
guys. Thank
You
you
already-
guys.